I don't know who's there yet, but the cabinet is being put together. Let me read this very short comment for you that came in through Securities Africa this morning about the currency from the acting president of the Association of Bureau de Change Operators, Alhaji Aminu Gwadabe, and he said he expected the naira to rise further, that is on the positive side, and he said, quote, I think the trend will continue from yesterday. The naira may appreciate from 211 to something below 197 currently at the interbank market. Do you share his optimism?
Yeah, I believe that. I do believe that. I mean, I've been one of those who believe the real value of the naira probably hovers around 190 to 200. I do know that a few weeks ago, the futures market was having the naira at about 250 and 260, and people were saying that's probably where the price is. But I mean, I doubt that. I'm an optimist, so I believe the naira should be around 190, 200. Now, but that also still depends on how the incoming government carves out its image. Right, so if they come out business friendly, they come out all investor friendly, then you continue to see people bring in dollars and you continue to see the naira strengthen. So that's very key for us.
Okay, let's also go give you this to chew for us and give us your perspective. This is from FBN Capital, one of Nigeria's largest investment bank. The Good Morning Note Nigeria says the changing of the guard, and one of the things talking about the permutations moving forward for the All Progressives Congress, the party now taking over from May 29, that the administration will enjoy a lot of goodwill from international community, but they will have to do a number of things, improve on economic governance, generate additional revenues. Fiscal constraints will be there, and there are no plenty funds, quote unquote, to throw at favored projects.
Exactly, and that's
will this impact how President-elect from May 29, new head of state, the president address these economic issues with impact on assets?
It will, very much so. It has to. And I mean, like I was saying yesterday, what you don't want to hear, and I come back to PR and image laundering, what you don't want to hear is a president who comes in May 29 and says, look, I meant an empty treasury. You don't want to hear things like that. Right, because when you start to hear things like that, then everybody's like, hey, hello.
As some state governors.
Yeah, some state governors do. You know what I mean? I meant an empty treasury, things that yeah, you don't. So you have to be very careful about the kind of things that you say. Right, you have to, of course, admit that things are a bit dire, yeah, but these are things that we can still correct. Okay, that we're not, things are a bit tight with the, revenues are tight, like as everyone knows, right? But then it can reverse. And we're a resilient people, and we know that we can reverse things. So these are the kind of rhetorics that we want to hear, right? So going in there, I don't think we're at a situation that is that bad, right? Our deficit to GDP, budget deficit to GDP, deficit to GDP is still very low, right? It's still below, world average and below our peers as well. I also believe we still have a lot of room for borrowing. Good enough, a lot of our borrowing is naira denominated. So the economy is bad, yes, but fundamentally we still have some strong points that they can leverage on.
In terms of how you look at this pickup or momentum in possibility, where do you think the market will move forward from the current administration moving forward? Do you think folks on the Nigeria retail investors community are still strongly biased for financial services assets like stocks, like banks, or they're more into the manufacturing industrial end?
Yeah, the Nigerian Retail Investor Group, they mostly diversified. They're very well diversified. They're very well informed. The reason why it may look like a lot of folks, prefer the financial, services sector is because of the kind of liquidity that you have there, right? So unlike a lot of the other hard sectors that you have. So, but then they're very, very well diversified. Would actually like to see a bit more activity in the healthcare sector. Would like to see the insurance sector at least get to the level where the banking sector is, and then the construction sector as well. Would like to see a lot of activity there. It's not been that robust in a while, and then the oil and gas sector as well is one that we're very active in, and then we hope that we would like to see a lot of clarity around what is going to happen. There's been rumors of deregulation of petrol prices, and we're wondering how is that going to affect the oil and gas sector, and of course the impending entry of Dangote into the refinery market. How is that going to affect that? So these are some of the things that we look at before we decide where and where we're going to invest in.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ugoda. Thank you very much for coming on the
Great
show.
to be here.
I appreciate your time, and those of you on the and I'm privileged to be a member of
Yeah.
community with you. Okay, let's stick around for a few more minutes. We'll be back after this break. Then we'll take the final lap of the program. We'll be back.